Hello everyone, welcome back. This is JJ. I hope that you guys are having an amazing morning, evening, or night whenever you guys are watching this video. So today we're going to be looking at why did your guides decide to interrupt your timeline at this time to get this particular message for you. Like always, before I go into what the reading is about, I want to remind everyone that all my readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If something doesn't fit, just let it go. Que se te repale. With that being said, remember that you are a sovereign being. Use your intuition, use your discernment. You know what is best for you. If you're looking for something more personal, if you're looking for any of the services that I offer, they're always in the description box below. So I invite you to take a deep breath in, to trust your intuition, and to pick the crystal that calls to you the most. Like always, timestamps are in the description box below. So what is this reading about? So the guides kept saying divine intervention or timeline intervention, to be quite specific with you guys. And so we're going to tap into what is the energy that brought you here, because something is coming in fast and for a reason, and your guides really want you to hear this message. I have no set questions in mind, just a clear intention to receive whatever needs to break through or come through. Take a moment again and just ask your guides, what is the message that I need to hear at this time? Like I said, there is a mixture of cards here. I did put in love cards as well, so you might get the love message that you're looking for. We shall see. But again, this is unscripted. This is, I have no question in mind at all, because usually I have a topic, I have an intention behind every pick a card. But for this one, the guys just said, just freestyle it. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be flowing with it and see what comes through. So I will see you in your selected pile. Bye, you guys. Hello, pile number one. If you chose this beautiful fluorite crystal, this is your message. So what is going on here? There's a lot coming through. For some of you, you might be a masculine. You don't have to be. I'm talking about masculine energy, but you can be a man watching. But I'm getting this energy of there is some type of, I don't know, it feels like something is happening again, is what I just heard. Something is happening again, because I'm seeing the whip in Lenormand, and so Lenormand, the whip, usually talks about something being repetitive. It can also talk about anger. It can also talk about something that's painful or something that we are fighting with or that we're trying to figure out in some way. Maybe you're in an argument with a particular person. This could be an air sign, because we do have air here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Virgo energy with the High Priestess, or Pisces. We also have here December, January, February. Those might be your months or this person's months, or something happened around winter time. For some of you, there is a resistance here. A resistance to communicate is what I'm getting, because my throat chakra, my voice just kind of went away. There's a resistance to not snap, is what I just heard. Yeah, heavy on the Sagittarius, especially with December here. And then also Capricorn and Aquarius. Heavy on the Jupiter as well. Mercury, yeah, your throat chakra, there's something there. I don't know if you're having a hard time saying something, or you're mad at someone for not saying something. I don't know, but this Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords archetype, we're talking about someone who is very witty with it. This is someone who has experience in life. This is someone who has been through a lot of things in their life. That's why she gets the name, the Ice Queen. And it's interesting that we have winter, which would be associated with ice, right underneath the Queen of Swords. You might feel like someone is very guarded. Someone here wants a new beginning. Okay, I don't know if this is with the person. You might be the person who wants a new beginning, maybe with the masculine. And some of you're resisting to make an offer, or someone is resisting to make an offer or to take the offer. That's for some of you. But I am getting here as well, there's a lot of secrets here that are and have not yet been revealed. or you need to reveal a secret and you don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't know why that would come through, but that came through. For some of you, you are very drawn to something, because we do have the rabbits, and the rabbits talk about that sensual energy, that sexual energy. And so this is about being attracted to something. I don't know if you're attracted to this person or you're just attracted to this opportunity. It's like something is luring you in. Okay, maybe you've been keeping this hidden, pile number one, this need, this thirst for something, or this desire, and it's coming up. It's like you've been resisting it. I don't know why that's coming through, but I see that you're contemplating whether to make an offering. I don't know if you made an offer to your altar, maybe to a particular deity, maybe a masculine deity, because I am seeing tobacco here, or you smoke, or this person smokes, or they work with tobacco. I don't know, but there's something here about that. In regards to love, I feel like someone wants a new beginning. Someone wants a new beginning, but I do see the boundaries are high with this Queen of Swords. And this might be you. You're setting those boundaries with this person. You're resisting as well. It's also something that's coming through. But you're being asked to reflect about the situation at this time, because your guides are saying it's not time yet. And you might not want to hear that, but your guides are saying not yet. It's not time, because you need to do healing, or this person needs to do healing. Or if this is a job or an opportunity and you're like, yeah, JJ, I want it. It's there, but it doesn't seem to, the pieces don't seem to connect. Your guides are saying just wait. You're healing right now. For some of you, you might be healing something physical with the masculine energy. This might be something physical. You might be going through a health situation or something like this. And your guides are saying we're offering you an opportunity to heal yourself, to connect with yourself in a new way, to nourish yourself, to get clarity in a situation with the Queen of Swords. But I feel like there's a resistance in you. There's an energy of like, I get it, but I don't want to do the work. I don't want to, go through this phase or through this cave, if you will. And so you're trying to find a clever way to get around this mountain, is what I'm getting here. But your guides are saying, yeah, because for some of you, you feel like I want to rise above and move forward. Like I'm getting this energy like you're determined to move forward. I see you having the drive. I see you wanting something. I see your desire there to go and pursue something, whether this is an opportunity, a job, or a person. I see you wanting this, but it's kind of like your Mars energy in some way. It's kind of like está trancado. Like your chariot, your Mars energy is being held back right now for whatever reason, because something needs time. It's like you're trying to skip to the end result of something, which I feel like because your guides, you're very intuitive. I'm seeing that with the High Priestess and with the altar here. Like I'm seeing that you're someone very intuitive, and something might have been revealed to you, and you're like trying to be like, okay, well, let's just get to the end result. I've seen it. Spirit has shown me, but why can't I get there? But you guys are saying it's the journey. You need to go through the journey. That is where the meat of the situation is at. But it's like you're trying to skip time, and your guides are saying no, we can't. It's like I'm trying to get to the good stuff, which I get it, but it's like you're stuck in the fork in the road. There's like like I'm stuck is what I'm getting here. So you're weighing your options, and your guides are saying weigh your options. And you might feel like you're standing alone in this situation. You might feel like I don't have guidance around this situation. Like, what do I do? Maybe you're seeking guidance. Maybe you're going to a therapist. Maybe you're going to a life coach. Maybe you are talking to your elders, or you're talking to your ancestors with the altar here. And it's like you're seeking guidance. You're looking for what to do. There might be certain hierarchy. I don't know why I'm getting hierarchy. I'm getting certain systems in place that is not allowing you maybe to fully move forward with something. But again, it's like that's the trap. Okay. That's the trap, because you have the solution, but for whatever reason, it's like we're not. And it can be that even the systems that are in place might have been placed by yourself, like, our own beliefs, our own thoughts, our negative thinking. And your guides are saying that is the key, meaning, we can break free from that, or these are things that were implemented by others, and your guides are still saying like, you have clarity, you will have the clarity, you have the resources, and you have the cleverness to get through this. But it's like, you have, it's the journey. They keep saying it's the journey here. Yeah, it's the journey. Because this situation actually is meant to be a catalyst for you. It's meant to be a catalyst for you to see the mask that you've been wearing, for you to see how your ego casts a shadow in your current situation and how that is getting in the way. And it's also meant to mirror the hidden motives behind why you want something. You're meant to see something beyond its beautiful presentation. Like, you're meant to see beyond like the depth of something here. And this is where you need that feminine energy. It's like you're trying to go at something with this masculine energy, but in reality you're meant to use that feminine energy. But it's like there's restriction or there's resistance here with the Queen of Swords and the Crow card number 40. It's like there's a resistance here to tap into that feminine, to tap into our emotions here. And your guides are saying this is what's going to get you through this situation if you were to tap into your emotions. And for some of you, it's this big like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, because the feminine energy can be unpredictable. The feminine energy is like the ocean. Sometimes it's very calm, it's very soothing, but sometimes it can be like a big wave and it can knock you out and kind of get you out of breath. So I feel like that's what it's the unpredictability of it that is preventing you from moving forward. Even though we might be thinking of certain things in place, certain systems in place, but in reality it's the fact that you're not tapping into your feminine energy. And your guys are saying you need to tap into that in order to have that new beginning, in order for you to go after what it is that you desire, or to go after your desires in general. It's like you have to tap into that feminine side of yourself. That's how we're going to get things going. Yeah, because you need to trust your own intuition. I'm seeing a white wolf and I'm seeing a black wolf, and it's like your guides are saying tap into the white wolf, which I would think it's the feminine energy. We're looking at it from the yin and the yang aspect, and it's like you need to trust your inner knowing. You need to trust yourself. Yeah, you need to trust your resilience, your ability to get through something. Okay, in regards to love, just to close out the reading, in regards to love, especially if your birthday is during winter season, December, January, or February, there will be a new beginning, but it's not time yet, because you and this person are still healing. You might be offering, you might be connecting with your altar, you might be connecting with your ancestors and asking like, hey, what's going on? I do see that there's a lot of attraction between you and said person. I am seeing that here, but I do feel like someone here has strong boundaries, and maybe the both of you, one, if not the both of you, are very resistant to connect or engage with each other, because the Queen of Swords is very much like, I can see your BS, I can see the truth of the situation, and I don't know if I want to engage. And so at this time, it's like Spirit has the both of you in time out for a little bit, just for the both of you to reflect, in order for the both of you to align as well to what this spiritual connection is. Yeah, because I do sense that the both of you do want a new beginning. That is coming through. I'm not gonna lie. Both of you want this new beginning, but it's like the guides are putting like this barrier here of like, not yet. Wait, it's not time. Yeah, they're saying enjoy the present moment. Something about hummingbirds. For some of you, this is because I am seeing 11, 11, 11, 3 11s. So this is like a portal, a heart awakening for some of you in this connection. Again, 11, 11 does talk to me about twin flames. Don't take that label if you don't resonate with it. Okay, it's just, this is a person or a connection that is definitely a strong spiritual tie between you and this person. And it's like the both of you are trying to break free from this cycle that you guys are in. I don't know, or this cycle that you guys have been in. And it's like the both of you don't want to repeat something again. So whether this is we connect, we disconnect, 1 minute you're in, 1 minute you're not, this wishy-washy energy, or this ambiguity, like what are we, kind of thing. I feel like you guys are trying to break free from that. And this is like the catalytic moment. It's this energy of like a heart chakra awakening that I'm getting here. Yeah, because the both of you is like, I don't want to repeat this. Yeah, because I'm seeing 11, 11, 11, 3 11s. Beautiful energy, but definitely an awakening for sure, an activation for sure, that both of you are going through, or both of you are making the other person go through it. Yeah, someone's going on a road trip very soon, or someone's traveling very soon. But that is what I have for you guys. Like, always be kind to one another. Show love to one another. Show grace and compassion to one another. But most important, to yourself. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, and the subscribes. I will catch you in the next video. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this sulfur crystal, this is your message. So let's see, what is the message that your guides are kind of like wanting to get to you and interrupt your timeline? So let's have a look here. We do have the rings, and we do have the Cancer energy. And it's so interesting because pile number 1, it was kind of like I was whispering. Where pile number 2, it feels like more confident, like more like, okay, this is what I have to say kind of thing. This is where I'm going. Like, you're very clear, you're very decisive, like you're remembering something. I'm seeing number 22 being significant here. Cancer sign, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We have Jupiter and Leo with the 6 of Wands. We also have air signs, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Your birthday might be in September, October, or November. You might be life path number 22, 1, 3, 6, 7. Don't get caught up on those, okay? Those are just for some people that want that extra validation that they chose the right pile. But I'm getting this energy of like, remember, okay? Remember, you're remembering something. And I'm tripping my words, so your guides have a lot of channeled information here. There's something here that is very mysterious. There's something here that you're trying to clarify, is what I keep hearing. You're trying to clarify a situation. You're like, okay, guides, can you clarify what you mean by this? Or can you clarify why I'm on this train? Or why am I on this path? Like, I feel like you're trying to understand if this is something mythological, astrological, or spiritual. Like, there's something here that you're like trying to, understand. It's like something sudden, or something is about to happen that is very sudden, and it's nothing bad, okay? It can be like an epiphany, something like this. But okay, let's just break down. Okay, so I'm being drawn to the Cancer card, which is the Chariot. Cancer talks about family. It rules the 4th house. So it talks about family, your internal world. It talks about mother. It talks about ancestry line, the root of the situation. Yeah, you're trying to get to the root of a situation. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're trying to figure something out. And it's interesting to me that all the piles thus far have the patience card. So I feel like Spirit has everybody on this thing of like, patience. We need patience. Do not rush. We need you to understand something. Just go with the flow. That type of thing. So the Chariot talks about willpower. It talks about control, forward motion. It's about aligning with opposing forces, right? We have 2 horses that we want them to go in the same direction, or else the chariot ain't gonna go nowhere if we have one horse going to the left and the other one going to the right. It's all about discipline. It's all about even travel as well. It can also be about victory, success through discipline. You guys, it's through discipline. So I feel like you guys are learning something. And with the rings here, this can be about a cycle, a pact. Okay, hold up. I'm getting, this is the cycle, this is the path, this is the contract here. So I don't know if you have a contract with a Cancer sign, maybe with your family, or like, let's say, ancestral pact or ancestral lesson. I'm losing the words, but it's like there is this pact, there is this journey that you're meant to take. Yeah, that you're meant to, it's like you're coming into alignment to close something out. Something that at some point you gave your promise to, that you committed to. You committed to this person, you committed to this, I don't know, family, parent, even mother with Cancer energy here. It's like you're closing this out. Soul contract. That is the word. Thank you. I'm like, wait, what's the word? There's this soul contract here, either with a Cancer, a mother, or a family soul contract here, ancestral soul contract. It's like this binding agreement, if you will. Which agreements don't have to be bad, okay? Unions don't have to be bad. Because I'm not getting that, but there is a displacement here. There's something here that we're not understanding it. There's something here that needs to be reevaluated. In its shadow form, it needs to be reevaluated. Something needs to be reevaluated. Maybe your ego is creating this displacement with the Jupiter and Leo. Don't rush into conclusions. Don't rush. Be humble about what is being taught here. Don't assume that you have all the answers. It's something that I'm getting here. Yeah, there's a spiritual contract in motion. That's what it is. And you're remembering it. And you're being asked to be observant of it. To be clever by being observant, not rushing into things. Not rushing into fast forward action. Not rushing into conclusions. Now it's reminding me of that reading in Patreon, where we're talking about not assuming something. And at that moment in that reading, I forgot what the word meant. And now I forgot what the word is. But it's like, don't assume, don't make assumptions, don't guess. Like, there's a lot of guessing here. Speculation. You're speculating something. That's the word. Thank you. It's like your guides are saying either you going to take control of something, or are you going to renegotiate the terms in something. It's like you're going back and forth with that. That is the thing. That's what your guides are saying. There's displacement here. You're the high priestess, so you're showing up. Again, very similar to pile 1. Maybe you're coming from pile 1. And this is like a different aspect or a different side of that story. Your time is coming. Whether you're going to decide whether to renegotiate a contract, a soul contract, to continue it, to stay on that contract, or to completely move forward and not circle the same ring. That is powerful. Pile number 2. Now I understand why your guides are like, we need to interrupt your timeline for a bit, because there's something here. Okay, so the way I'm picking this up is like, and I'm gonna sound redundant right now because you're like, JJ, you just repeated the same thing. I know, and I'm just trying to understand it as the one giving the message. You have a contract with a person or with family or something here, and I want you to look at the contract like the ring, right? Like a ring, literally a circle. And your guides are saying, okay, there's going to come a point in time very soon where you're going to decide whether I stay on this ring again, whether I go another round with this person, with this situation, whether this is a person, a job, whatever it may be, you fill in the blank. Or I decide to stay and renegotiate the terms and conditions here, or I decide to fully pull away and close that bond for good. This does feel karmic. Karmic is not bad. Karmic is not always like a bad thing, okay? It's not always associated with the devil card. But whatever this is kind of like you're going to have the opportunity to decide whether to take control, because you will be in a position where you're going to be able to take control, whether it's because I'm taking control by renegotiating something and, changing the terms and conditions here, or whether I'm choosing to take my power and move away like the Chariot. Yeah, because this feels like a sacred vow or a soul agreement that you made. Yeah, spiritual contract in motion here. And this is going to feel sudden. And it has to do with love, because I am seeing this card underneath. Okay, so love. There's something about love here. It's like, are you going to follow your heart's desires? Does the situation make you content? Does it really make you happy? Is there passion there? Or is there not? Like, there's something about that here, whether this is a job or not. Like, is your heart there? Does it make you happy? Does it like feed your flame? Or does it not? Yeah, because there's something here where it's like you're bounded by something. And that's what your guides are saying. You need to be observant about it because you're remembering something. What are they remembering? Okay, for some of you, something has to do with, I'm seeing the swans, and the swans for me have to do with soulmate, twin flame, the one, right? Like a blooming of love here. Yeah, because the Chariot is telling you move forward. It's time to move forward, not circle the same ring. Like, you've already been on this rodeo. This isn't your first time around the situation. Are you going to steer your own course? Or are you going to let an old commitment steer you? Are you going to take control? Because it does feel like, even though Saturn is not here, but I am getting heavy Saturn energy, which is this energy of like being bounded by love, bounded by loyalty, bounded by duty, bounded by karma. And none of those are bad. It's just like you're giving your free will because of it. And you're giving away your power because of it, to the point where you lose yourself. And your guides are saying, we're going to reevaluate the situation. We're going to renegotiate the situation. Because this to me can talk about even spiritual marriage for some of you. And trust that this is divine timing. You might be also learning how to steer a union. You might be the one steering the union, where before maybe the other person was the one steering the union. Now the roles have changed and you're the one steering it. Because you're showing up as a high priestess. You're showing up as someone who now has the confidence with the Six of Wands to steer this union and to not let it go back in circles. And I do feel like with it's your time, like the pressure is being added here. Like Spirit is putting you in like a pressure cooker, if you will. But this is not about rushing, because now we have to take the feminine energy here, which is not rushing, is being intuitive, is listening to, you know, your intuition. Yeah, there's someone here is very stubborn. I don't know who. I don't know if that's you who's listening or the person that you're dealing with. But someone around you or about this situation is very stubborn. Yeah, there's something that happened in the last fall might be significant here. Because I feel like also there might be a displacement in the sense of like, for some of you, be very careful, because it might seem like you're being removed from your rightful place, and you need to be careful with that, especially if something is coming in that's going to throw you off. Because the Chariot is the car, or it's the Chariot is movement. And then we have here the car that is all pooped by the crows or the ravens. So be very careful Because for some of you, you're already in this union, you're already in this sacred marriage, and there's some energy that's coming in that your guides are saying, do not rush, use your feminine energy, be patient, don't assume something, don't rush to conclusions about a situation. Because for some of you, you are in your rightful place. Physically, emotionally, energetically. Don't get out of alignment is what your guides are saying. But you also have to remember that you are the one in control of the chariot. Don't let also a contract or a union, whether this is with a person or a third party doesn't have to be another person. It can be a job, it can be family, whatever it may be. Don't let that displace you from your power or your path, pile number 2. And for others of you, there is something here about something that you agreed to is consciously or unconsciously anchoring you to a version of yourself that may no longer be true because you have changed. And now it feels heavy. Now it feels disoriented, like it disorientates you. Also, your guides are saying, whose hands are on the rein here? Is it your hands or is it this other person's hand? Because I feel like you're being called to lead something here. It's time for you to reclaim your power and your direction. But in order to do that, you must re-examine the ring, the promise, the vow, the pattern, the agreement, and rewrite what is outdated. Renegotiate the terms here. And bring the displaced part of yourself home. Okay. That one was, like Saturn energy as I just cut the deck. So yes, there's, like I said, I was picking up heavy Saturn without even like seeing Saturn on the table. Because to me, it's like you're this beautiful unicorn or this white horse here, right here. And it's kind of like, but you have forgotten that. And your guides are saying, remember, you need to remember. It's time for you to take responsibility. It's time for you to be in a responsible role in your life. You might be a female watching. You don't have to be. But again, for you to step into your feminine energy. Because I feel like there's a major opportunity here, and don't let an old role or old version of yourself displace where you need to be. Displace you or put you off your path or take you off your power. Because your time is coming, pile number 2. If you can take anything from it, your time is coming. I don't know if you're going to be in this energy of like venues. I'm seeing venues or just a lot of people. Some of you might be bosses, you might be CEOs, you might be judges. I just heard a judge. Or you need to be the judge of the situation, not anybody else. Because this is your path. But there's a very productive time coming in. For some of you, you're stepping into coaching. And there's going to be a lot more like energy or attention on you with the 6 of Wands here. But it's like you have to be in this bear energy, if you will. Yeah, mama bear type energy. Yeah, divine intervention. Look, you guys. Yeah, that's why your guides really wanted this message to come through. Because there's something new coming in. And they're saying you can handle it. You can take reins of this situation. Yeah, the sun. Yes. So something here that something is coming in that is going to be really good for you. We have the sun, lilies, which is established, and then bridge. There's something here coming together. Like I said, union. There's a bridge of something here, which is, I feel like it's the bridge of your future self bridging with the present self. It's like this beautiful climax that is coming in. A victory here for you. And it's like, don't allow this energy to be displaced, okay? Stand tall, stand like the Queen of Wands is what I'm getting here. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that it resonated. Thank you so much. Remember to be kind, to show love to one another, to show grace and compassion to one another, but most important to yourself. Thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, and the subscribes. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful amethyst crystal, this is your message. So what is the message that is meant to interrupt your timeline at this time? So we do have here very spiritual energy for sure, which I'm not surprised. Pile 3 tends to be very spiritual. Blue Lotus, maybe you took Blue Lotus. I see here that you're exhausted. You're fighting something. You've been fighting something. You've been battling with something. And you're just like, I just want balance. Like, when am I going to get balance? When am I going to like be at peace with whatever this is? Because I see you're learning with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is very watchful, curious, and youthful. Very youthful, always open to learning. And he can sometimes, he doesn't know how to wield his sword effectively. He sometimes can be reckless because he can come off as maybe a bit naive just because he's young, right? He's not the King of Swords. But the beauty of the Page of Swords is that he's open because he has no set fixed ideas yet, like the King of Swords. Like, he is open to learning and gathering information and maybe molding, like his brain, his thoughts, his philosophies are molding. Think about a child that is kind of like a sponge and just observing everything, absorbing everything, all information here. And he's the one that always asks the questions. He's the one that's always kind of like just watchful, calls out truths or questions truth, that kind of thing, right? Even when others want silence, like he's that person in the classroom who's always has their hands up and they're like asking, and everybody in the classroom is kind of looking at them like they already answered that. And they're like, any other questions? And this person's like, yeah, I have a question. Hold up. And they're asking, right? They're very curious. They have this beautiful energy to them. And this might be you. You might be the one that's very curious right now and asking and like just observing and watching everything, which is great because I feel like that's what the collective needs to be doing. I mean, so far, that's pile 1 and 2. We have seen that patience is needed. Patience is needed. And I love to see that you're in that Page of Swords where you're just gathering information and you're just kind of like, okay, let's see what is going on. What do I need to learn? Because I feel like you're trying to bridge something, especially with friends here. We see this bridge is made out of puzzles. And so it's like, okay, I have one puzzle, but still there's a gap there in that puzzle, right? We still see a gap here. And so it's kind of like you're learning and you're like, okay, wait, what other puzzles do I put there? What other puzzles fit? Because obviously if we cross there, this puzzle is not going to sustain the bridge, but you've got something. You've got an important piece that has gapped the top, not fully, but it has gapped something for you. And it has brought some type of clarity for you. And here, what I find very interesting is the elephant. So Lord Ganesh, maybe you work with Lord Ganesh, and I feel like Lord Ganesh is helping you remove the obstacles in this situation at this time, because elephants to me are very intelligent animals, and they have also a emotional intelligence, and they have this energy of sacredness, right? They are also very much family oriented. The elephants are family oriented. And they do represent my matriarchal, sorry if I'm butchering that, matriarchal lineage here. And it's all about ancestry. And it's also about strength and inherited strength through maybe the matriarchal line. And so for some of you, you are noticing or you're learning just how strong you are at this time or through this situation. Because I do feel like there is a lot of baggage. There's a lot of burdens here, especially with Albatros. Like there's a lot of burdens here, a lot of guilt, shame that maybe you yourself are transmuting, or you're being put in a role where you have to transmute this for your ancestors. But I'm also getting with the elephant here, you might be taking your time is what your guides are saying, but actually that's not a bad thing. Again, that's what we're meant to be doing, because elephants, they're unstoppable. And so your guides are saying the moment you decide what it is you want to do, you will be unstoppable. But it's like you're planning things out, like the Page of Swords. You're very curious, you're learning. And so I feel like you're learning or you're integrating new information that others couldn't. I feel like The thing with albatros, it can seem like both a blessing and a curse, because it is a long journey, because it tests your faith. It tests your faith. Taste, okay, something about tasting. So you're getting a taste of something here, of a journey, maybe of one of your ancestors. Like you're walking in their shoes for a bit in order for you to understand something. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about that here. There's something here that feels very heavy, but it's holy, because it's going to help you close and balance something out. But I'm not going to lie, it's creating some type of battle here. Some type of like obstacle or a challenge within yourself. It's like you're constantly flying but never grounded. It's like you're constantly doing something, but it doesn't feel like I'm grounded or I'm rooted in something, because I'm always doing something. I'm always seeking. Again, you have this like eternal student, but this is the journey right now. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be like that forever. And they want you to know that you can go across vast distances, or great distances, if you will. But you might feel lonely. That's another thing that's coming through. But this is meant to help you with your intuition. But I do see that you're exhausted. I do feel like you're exhausted. I don't know if you feel like giving up, but it's creating a lot of restlessness, especially in your thoughts, in your ideas. But the final destination is near. Like your guides are saying, this is coming to an end. Like the long journey that you've been in. Because with the blue lotus is making me think of a sacred spiritual journey here. Maybe even an initiation for some of you. For some of you, you've been on a long journey, a long battle of taking control of your own story, your own voice, and your own path. It's kind of like you're torn between either carrying the ancestral weight and being bound by a karmic thread, or going on your own path. So there's this like push and pull energy here. It's like you inherited a burden, is what I want to say. It's what it feels like. You inherited a burden here in order for you to transmute. This is kind of like the ones who are meant to break cycles, patterns in their lineage. But it's getting heavy, is what I'm getting. Like it's getting heavy, and you might be talking to your guides and you're like, I'm just tired. Like I'm tired. I want to put these burdens down. I don't want to do this anymore. It's kind of the energy that I'm picking up. You might be transmuting a lot for your parents. For some of you, it's mother. You're transmuting a lot for a mother. Yeah, because it's coming with the energy of like remember, endure. But then also for some of you, you're being called to break the silence in your family. I don't know what that means. That's going to be very different for everybody. But you're being called to break the silence in this situation. Yeah, for some of you, it's about a man. Yeah, it can be about a man. Yeah, to communicate something. To bring the truth in a family situation. I don't know what that is, you guys. That I'm gonna leave it up to you guys, because I feel like for some of you, you feel like this is a standoff. Like there's no, like I feel blocked. Like I have a strong opponent is what I'm also getting here. Maybe this is someone who you feel like they have more power over you in some way, but your guides are saying that is not true. Yeah, and for others of you, the reason why you don't want to speak up is because you know the storm that it will create. But something here is hidden. I'm getting like it's hidden and you're meant to bring it to light. This is very specific, you guys. So if you guys do not resonate with this, I do invite you to listen to any of the other piles. But Yeah, there's this energy that I feel like it keeps you binded, and it could be about a, wow. For some of you, you are meant to speak about, this might be, okay, this is, you guys, this is the type of readings where I'm kind of like, usually the ones that go on the archive, just because of the message that's coming through. Some of you are meant to speak on a situation that ended or a death, okay? Some of you are meant to speak on a death, about something or someone here. And you might be going overseas. And for some of you, you're being called to speak on it. But for some of you, you know the storm that this will bring, okay? The chaos it will bring. Yeah, and it's about a man. I don't know if this is the person. Let's say it's a soul or something like this, that is telling you, like, you know, you have the green light to move forward with this. Okay, you guys, that was very specific. Only take it if it resonates or not, okay? Like, if it doesn't resonate, let it go. If it resonates, then, you know, that's for you. Yeah, but I feel like for some of you, you're stuck. You're stuck. You don't know what to do. But I feel like your guides are saying follow your intuition. Yeah, but someone needs to communicate something here, because that is part of that's the cycle that you're breaking. Silence, maybe keeping things. Okay, so maybe for some of you, it doesn't have to be a literal death here, but it can be like, let's say, maybe you come from family that sweeps things under the rug. Maybe you come from families like, oh, well, we cover things. We don't just reveal them. We don't talk about that, right? Because that's not what family does. And you're the one being called to actually speak on something that your family will normally kind of sweep under the rug. And it's like not only the person that is asking you to sweep it, but it's kind of like a whole family thing where the uncle, the cousin, the sibling, everybody's in agreement. And you're just kind of like, wait, I'm the only one standing in the middle of, let's say, this family who is saying, no, enough is enough. I am not covering for any of this. And so you feel alone, but it's kind of like you are being called to step into your power, pile number 3. And I feel like this is why we have the battle, because I feel like in a way you are like, is this going to create balance or is this going to create a battle? Yeah, because you're fighting with a system that is here, that is in place with the Hierophant. It's a system that is rooted, and it's like you're meant to be the Pluto here. You're meant to be the great awakener here, the one that shakes things up. And for some of you, you feel torn because you're just like, I don't know what to do. Okay, like my voice. Yeah. So that was very specific. And for some of you, you are being called to transmute this. Again, like always, pile 3 is very spiritual. If it doesn't resonate, just let it go. Pick another pile. And whatever this is, it does feel heavy. And like my voice cleared out. Yeah, whatever it is, it feels heavy. It feels heavy. It doesn't feel like, yeah, it doesn't feel light at all. And I feel like it's like you're handing back the torch of shame and guilt to someone, to the person that it belongs to, because it doesn't belong to you. And by you covering it up, it's kind of like you also are carrying that torch that does not belong to you. Wow, that one was intense. Okay, so in regards to love, for some of you, there's a message coming in. Someone is reaching out, okay, with the Page of Swords. I feel like this person has been battling themselves whether to reach out or not. This person could be a friend. Maybe you're reconnecting with a friend. For others of you, this person keeps tabs on you, or you keep tabs on this person. Like they watch every story, they watch everything you upload. Like they're on it, okay? They're on it. And this person has been meditating. This person has been going within, kind of being like, okay, what do I say? How do I approach this situation? And there is a lot of attraction here between you and this person. For some of you have already been intimate with this person. And for others of you, this person like wants to be intimate with you. Wants to have that closeness. Wants to have that love, like that love connection. But it's like they're having a hard time listening to their intuition, so they feel exhausted because they're kind of like, okay, well, do I want to do this or not? It's kind of like they're battling their heart and their mind. And they might be approaching friends. They might be talking to friends and being like, okay, well, what do I do? Like, do I do this? Do I not? Maybe this person has a little bit of shame or guilt, and this person doesn't know how to approach you. So this person is working through their own obstacles, but I do see this person reaching out. Yeah, I do. There's a lot of passion here between you and said person. This person is online, watches you online, everything that you do, whether this is through fake accounts, I don't know, but they're watching you. And they see that you're very independent. You're very independent. You're doing your own thing. You're in this pioneer, assertive energy. Yeah, but they want to start something, as my printer over there is restarting or cleansing. I don't know what it's doing. So something here about like they want to restart something with you. Yeah. Yeah, they do. I just feel like they're right now trying to connect with your intuition about what to do. But look at the cut. They're going to communicate. Maybe 12 days. Maybe in 12 days. But that is what I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves. Once again, this was a very heavy reading. Be kind to one another. Show love to one another. Show compassion and grace to one another. But most important, to yourself. Pile number 3. Thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, and the subscribes. And I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye.